Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me for the recording of this week's blog. I appreciate you being with me. So let's begin. The title of this blog is called Being the Light. So what does it mean to be on a spiritual path? Are some of us on one and others are not? The answers to both questions are simple. To exist, whether incarnate with a body or discarnate in spirit, is to be on a spiritual path. We all are on a spiritual path here on earth because we're spiritual beings having a physical experience. It's not the other way around. Some only seem like they're not spiritually directed because their awareness is kind of perpetually sleeping in the dark shadows of untruths or under the deceptive illusions of the physical world. Our soul's main objectives are to evolve and to express its divine nature. That nature, of course, is love in its purest, most authentic manifestation, and its expression is in radiating its divine light. When our soul makes the decision to merge with the physical form and take on the density of this mortal experience, it does so with the purpose of learning how to mindfully control and utilize its intense power. It must discover how to direct its energy for the betterment and evolution of itself and for the evolution of the Sacred One. We're all part of that beautiful sacred unity. We are committed to each other in a way that's really quite impossible to fully comprehend. Yet when we become aware of our interconnectedness, we know that failing to assist others in their spiritual development means inhibiting the progression of our own. Therefore, we don't need to embark on a spiritual journey, but just to awaken to the understanding that we're already on one. Our souls may be seemingly napping under a tree somewhere, while our somewhat oblivious human counterpart goes about the business of unconscious living, but they're not. Occasionally, we may believe that they seem to wake from their slumber and try to get the attention of the personality and mind of their egoic friends because for just a moment, we feel their presence. We feel our soul. Of course, the soul never sleeps and is endlessly trying to reach and connect with us. Our humanity failing to respond to the voice within does not mean that the mortal part of us is not good and decent. It very well may be, and usually is. It means that he or she is continuing to live the dream of believing that what we perceive with our physical senses is all there is and all that we are. If we continue living with this lack of integration, will we ever feel completely whole or fulfilled? We may miss the incredible opportunities for soul development that a physical incarnation offers. So with this new awareness, it should be pretty simple, right? To step out of the shadows of our illusions and into the light of truth and understanding. We should be able to remember our life purpose and charge forward with our mission. It's not always that easy. We may have become kind of completely complacent and comfortable in the security that the darkness provides. We may fear that the light may expose who we really are. We may be afraid that if people can see us without our dark cave to obscure our secrets, or our carefully constructed masks to hide our imperfections, we will be shunned. Maybe we're just terrified that living consciously and spiritually will require sacrifices that we're just not ready to make. The questions then to ask are these. If we choose to stay in our suspended state of unconsciousness, will the continuous feelings of restlessness and emptiness that always emerge when we least expect them ever dissipate? Do we really believe that the next job promotion or reaching the next level of financial success will finally bring us happiness and the peace that we long for? Will we ever grab that brass ring and be free to just get off the pointless merry-go-round of our ego-driven and less than fulfilling life? The thing to remember is that none of our corporal pursuits have any meaning or relevance in our true home and spirit. They only carry importance and value here in this world. When we're too old and frail to take care of all the material possessions we amassed, and our bodies can no longer move about and take us where we want to go, what will we have left to make us smile and give us hope? We will still have our essence, our soul, that can only be embraced and understood by living a spiritually mindful life. The treasures of doing so are beyond measure and priceless. Those gifts of spirit carry within them lasting benefits and infinite gratitude that may indeed lead to consistent states of tranquility and joy. So again, we can stop trying to be the light. We can just simply relax and just allow our light to shine. The way to do that is just to be who we are. Who are we? The answer to the question is in the question. To ask who we are means that we're realizing that we are so much more than we thought. So much more than what this world tries to label us and tell us that we are. So, let us just bask in the question and just be the light. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that meditation. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And again, the meditation goes along with the blog this week. The blog is also entitled Being the Light. That's the title of it, Being the Light. So, you can listen to both of them. I think they will each give you some different perspectives on it. But the bottom line is, again, and it's always at the core of all the teachings, is that we're just good enough. We're just good enough. And we need to, I hate to say the word need, but it's unnecessary to keep trying to prove ourselves worthy of acceptance, worthy of love, worthy of other people's non-judgment of us. It doesn't matter because we're good enough, just because we were created. And that doesn't mean, again, that you shouldn't strive to change some things about your behavior. It might not be in alignment with your true spiritual self. We all need to do that, and we all do that. But it's not a step forward necessarily. It's a step backwards to reconnecting with the internal core being that we are, and take away all the layers of labels and things that the world tries to judge us by, and let it all go. and take moments every day just to step into that sacred temple of our soul's light and really feel it. And you can really, really feel this incredible moment of being enveloped in nothing but love. It takes your breath away. It makes you cry. Okay, I'm getting teary, but it does. It really does. It makes you feel so wonderful. And that's because you connected with who you really are, which is just pure love. So anyway, thank you again. And I'd like to take one little moment, because this is Father's Day when the newsletter is going out. So to all the fathers out there, to my dad in heaven, to my wonderful husband, to my ex-husband, and all the other fathers, happy Father's Day, everyone, and namaste.